gruff and glory.
Cut.
Guts and glory.
Cut.
Is the hat too much? Is it? Jerry, come here, come here. Grudge and glory.
Perfect. That's a wrap.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Season 3 of For Honor coming to you sometime in the near future. Hey, howdy do, it's Mr. Lamstew, and welcome to my little like overview kind of thing of Season 3 of For Honor. So I literally just got back from camping for a couple of days, and I came back to find out that Season 3 of For Honor, the trailer came out today, and so I decided to go on there and look at it, and it was pretty cool. I was pretty impressed. The Highlander and Gladiator, two new heroes coming out. I'm pretty dang excited for that. So yeah, what I have here is just the YouTube video pull up. I'm not gonna play it or anything. I'm reading over the description, and I'm gonna go over the Gladiator and Highlander because I don't know, I just want to go over that because right now I'm like a pretty big For Honor fanatic right now. You see what I did? That is pretty good, pretty good. But yeah, I really love For Honor. I love playing. Yeah, I mean, if you've seen my videos, you know I've been playing this game for a while now. But anyways, so Highlander. Let's start off with that. So the Highlander Viking class. So it's gonna be Viking. That's stated right. This it says Viking, so that's pretty cool. But the class we don't know. It could be hybrid. I'm thinking it's heavy because I looked it over, or they were describing the Highlander, I think, or either I just read it over. I can't remember. But he has a freaking like huge claymore. Like it's gigantic. Like you have the warden with the longsword, and then you have the freaking Highlander with the claymore. And so I'm assuming it's gonna be a heavy Viking class. I mean, I don't know. It might be. It cannot be assassin. It's not gonna be assassin. It could be Vanguard. I highly doubt it though. I don't think it's gonna be Vanguard. Hybrid. It might be a hybrid. It could be a hybrid. But I'm going between heavy or hybrid. I'm putting my bet on heavy though. But then again, it could be hybrid. It's not gonna be assassin. I don't think it's gonna be Vanguard. So. Stoic and guarded. Highlanders are patient heroes capable of switching between two different fighting forms. Their defensive form allows for counterattacking and trading blows, while their offensive or offensive form, I messed that up anyways, empowers them to unleash their deadliest attacks at the expense of being able to block. That's the only reason why I think it's going to be a hybrid, because it has the defensive and offensive. So it could be hybrid, but then again, I don't know, it's a freaking huge claymore. I mean, it's going to be heavy. I believe it's going to be heavy. You know, I'm putting my bet on heavy still. But then again, the defensive and offensive form, both of them, it could be hybrid. It could be. You know, actually it might be hybrid. Still going on heavy though. Alright, let's continue. Wielding the heaviest and longest sword in the game, the Highlander's massive claymore gives them a deadly combination of strength and range. That is why I think it's going to be heavy, because a freaking massive claymore, like I've been stating for the past like 20 times, and yeah, strength and range, heaviest and longest sword. It's probably gonna be heavy. At least I'm kind of hoping now, because my bet, gentleman's bet, $1 here, is gonna be a heavy. And I don't know if I'm gonna play him that much. Like right now, my main is still Centurion. It's probably always gonna be Centurion. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I saw the overview of it. I might pull up a picture. If so. It's right here. It looks pretty cool, huh? Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I mean, he looks pretty cool. Actually, I should probably pull up a picture just to remind myself of what he actually looks like. Okay, let's go. Yes, I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, he kind of reminds me of William Wallace from Braveheart. Thank you, brain. Yeah, Braveheart. That's what it reminds me of. Like the way he has like the blue paint on his face. He kind of reminds me from one of the guys from Braveheart. But yeah, Highlander, pretty cool. Kind of glad it's Viking because we've had the Centurion and Shinobi, so Knight and Samurai, so they're bringing in a Viking, so that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go on to the Gladiator. Alright, so the Gladiator. Ooh, I'm excited for the Gladiator. If I could choose between the two, I'd go for Gladiator because it's a freaking gladiator. It's a gladiator. I mean, it's a gladiator. Yeah, so it's a knight class, don't know. So that means Vanguard, hybrid, heavy, assassin. Whew, I don't know. He has a spear and a shield from the character reveal or something. I don't know if it's character reveal, but on the video that they shown, looking at it, yeah. So he has a spear. I think it's actually a trident and a shield, like a little tiny shield, like a gauntlet shield, barely the size of his, yeah. So, hybrid, maybe. I don't think he's gonna be an assassin. I cannot see him being an assassin. If anything, I think he's gonna be either a heavy or Vanguard. I don't know if they could add another Vanguard because I don't know. It just wouldn't seem right. In my brain, it wouldn't seem right to add another Vanguard because you got the Warden, the Kensei, and the Raider. But I don't know. So, assassin, definitely not. This guy does not look like an assassin. Heavy, maybe because of the spear. But then again, there's the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is a hybrid, and he kind of reminds me of the Valkyrie. A lot like the Valkyrie. I mean, he has a short shield like the Valkyries and a trident, and the Valkyrie has a spear. So I mean, maybe another hybrid, but I could not see them putting in a Centurion as a knight hybrid and then adding a Gladiator, which is also going to be a knight hybrid. So maybe a Vanguard or heavy. I really want to say hybrid because it looks like he would be a hybrid because he looks so much like the Valkyrie. But I just can't see them putting in another hybrid. So I'm going to go for Knight Vanguard. It does not feel right saying Vanguard because I can't see him being a Vanguard. But I just can't see him being an assassin or a hybrid. Heavy? Maybe. But they're adding the Highlander who might be a heavy or a hybrid. So I don't know. I'm going to go with Vanguard for him. I'll keep it with Vanguard for now. I might change my mind later on though. Alright, so let's read over the description of it. So wielding a trident and shield, the Gladiator has made a living off of killing for sport. Oh, that's awesome. I always loved, like, in history reading about the gladiators. Like, it was just so cool. Then they would just fight in a huge pit to the death, and everyone would watch. It was just cool. This just was. They now bring their ruthlessness and skill to war. Ooh. Fighters by trade, they are brash and boastful. Oh, I can't wait to see their emotes then. Equipped with little armor, they can punch their opponents to create separation to set up, attack, and stun, like the Centurion. Okay, this guy might be a hybrid. Their large stamina meter and reduced cooldown time make them extremely agile and dangerous opponents. Maybe assassin now. I can't see this guy being an assassin. I mean, he's huge. He almost looks like the Lawbringer without any armor. Like, with just his build. I can't see him being an assassin. I don't think he could be. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so definitely not a heavy. I can't tell if he's gonna be a. Okay, so maybe not Vanguard, maybe not heavy. So assassin or hybrid. I mean, saying that he has very little armor and he can punch people, I don't know. That kind of tells me he's gonna be an assassin. Again, it doesn't feel right saying that this guy's gonna be an assassin. I mean, he looks pretty dang big from the picture that I'm looking at. Trident. I don't know. Trident and a small shield. Okay, maybe. I I'm trying to pull up a picture. Yeah. Okay, I'll go with assassin. So a heavy and an assassin. That's what I'm gonna go for. You know, maybe he will be Vanguard. Okay, so what I'm gonna say, Gladiator, either could be Vanguard or Assassin. I'm kind of leaning towards Assassin now because they say you have little armor and a small shield. So maybe Assassin. So Gladiator, Assassin, or Vanguard. Highlander, heavy or hybrid, but I'm leaning more towards the heavy side just because of his freaking gigantic claymore. So, okay, so yeah, now we went over that. Yeah, the Gladiator and Highlander. Both new classes coming to Season 3. Very excited. Once this comes out, it's August 15th. Excuse me. August 15th is when this is going to come out for a Season Pass owners, which is... Mwah. Oops. Oh, I apologize. My executive producer just called me. Not really. That was my mom. Okay, so yes. Gladiator, Highlander, possibly Gladiator Assassin, possibly Highlander Heavy. Those are my bets. But, I mean, Vanguard, Gladiator could be, hybrid, Highlander could be. I don't know. But those are my predictions. And that's basically really all I wanted to go over was just those two classes. Because it was cool and I thought it was fun to do. So, yeah, okay, so there... I have come from the future to tell you that. I was actually kind of right on my predictions. So, for the For Honor guesses, this is actually recorded the day after because I went to go edit the video and I went to go back to actually see what the Highlander and Gladiator were. Like, there was a live stream for like the actual Highlander and Gladiator classes. And I didn't know that. So I was making predictions on what they were going to be. So the Highlander, my prediction was a hybrid. Or no, heavy. Sorry. It was a heavy or a hybrid. I placed my bet on heavy. And then for the Gladiator, it was either Assassin or Vanguard. I leaned more toward the Assassin. So I was actually kind of right. So on the Dev Livestream of the two characters, they actually explained that the Highlander is actually a hybrid. And I can understand why. It's because the the Highlander can change between the defensive and the offensive stances. And the one thing that I heard them say was that in his offensive stance, he has this huge claymore and he drags it behind him. And apparently he has a really cool, devastating, unblockable attack. So, ooh, I'm actually very excited to play him now. Just knowing that he has a friggin' huge claymore, okay? And he has unblockable attacks that are going to be really cool, especially coming from the devs saying, oh, it's going to be awesome. I just got to believe him, you know? It seems pretty dang cool. And then the Gladiator, after they went over the Highlander, they went to the Gladiator, and he's actually an assassin. So I was right on that. At first I was kind of going maybe Vanguard, but it didn't seem right. Maybe hybrid. But they already had the Centurion as a hybrid, so I was kind of right. I did pick Assassin. In the end, I did pick Assassin, or it might be a Vanguard. I think it was Assassin or either Vanguard. So I was right. It was Assassin. I just don't... I could see him being an Assassin now because I know more about him. You know, he has a small shield, no armor. He has a large stamina pool. He can punch people. So, I mean, I could see him being an assassin now. Just before, I could not see him being an assassin. Just his build. I mean, I explained it before. He looked like the Lawbringer with no armor on. I mean, you wouldn't expect that kind of a guy to be a freaking assassin, but he is. But I do see that now. So yeah, the Highlander is a hybrid. The Gladiator, I have something in my eye. And the Gladiator is an assassin. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I literally did this day after. I recorded it and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make my predictions. It's gonna be so cool. And then I go online. I'm like, you know, I should probably look up a little bit more, you know, just before I put the video on, you know, so I don't look like a complete retard, just in case. So I went on YouTube, read over the things, and I saw it was a Dev Livestream of the two characters. I'm like, huh, I didn't see that. You know, I'll go on there. And I saw it, and they went over the two characters, and they actually explained what type of, you know, the class they're gonna be. So yeah, I just wanted to, you know, say that before I actually put the video on, because I don't want to look like a complete retard and be like, oh yeah, I think they're gonna be this, but they already said it. So yeah, okay, back to my other self. That's strange. It's really strange. Oh yes, okay. So new gear, they're adding new gear. I believe it's like legendary gear, and they're like teal colored kind of gear. But yeah, so in my last video I was not really complaining, but I was just kind of stating that like I'm level 10 prestige on my Centurion, and I should be getting like the highest level tier, which is 144. 144 is the max max gear stats that you can have on any one character. And I'm level 10 prestige on Centurion, and I only have like 124, and I don't see like I'm getting any higher than that. So I mean, I don't know. But in season 3 they're adding legendary tiers, and this is for people, they like, I quote, this is for the people who are playing a character and they're in it for the long run. So that means like you're gonna be playing the character. Moreover, don't quote me on that, even though I said I quote. They just said if you're playing a character and you're in it for the long run, then you're gonna get, you know, the legendary tier. So that's what I'm excited for. I'm looking at one of the pictures right now in the video, and it shows some pretty cool berserker gear stuff, legendary gear stuff. So it looks pretty cool, and I'm excited. It looks like they're adding a whole bunch new gear for the legendary tier. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to see all this insurance stuff that I'm going to be able to get here in the future. So yeah, that's going to be cool. I may be trying to play some other people. I know like right now I've just been kind of messing around on For Honor, just trying to get more steel and stuff, and I've been messing around as a Shugoki. So maybe if I get him up some more, I'll try to get some more gear as him, better gear, but I don't know. So yeah, so there's one of the classes or the new heroes, maps. Oh, okay, no, they did say the new maps. Okay, so there's one, hold on, I'm trying to pull it up here. It's like a big freaking tower type castle thing. It's a castle type tower, or whatever you want to call it. It just says right here, it's a ruined castle that still has one big tower standing. And I'll try to pull up a picture of that. I don't know if I can. I'm literally just like going over the YouTube video and kind of going over some of the stuff that I think is cool. So yeah, so we got the big tower, or the big castle with a tower. I'm kind of excited to see this one. I mean, I'm kind of like a big fan of the knights. I'm on the knights. I play this in Centurion. I love the knights. I am excited for the Gladiator more than the Highlander. So if you haven't already known by now, I like the knights. They're pretty cool. I really do like them. So this one I'm excited for because it's just a huge castle. And for Dominion, I'm really excited for this because you just get to run around a huge castle. I'm hoping this is just a gigantic castle and you can just run around inside and fight people. I'm so hoping for that. That would just be my dream come true. And then the next one, oh wait, it has a ballista on it. I don't know if it's the same one. Yeah, no, it is. But it has a ballista, so you get to shoot people. That is going to be rage-inducing. I can already tell if they're adding that in. If it's going to be a one-shot kill, someone's just going to be. It's probably. Yeah, I'm getting way ahead of myself. The ballista is probably going to be like the little crank thing on the tower. I forgot what it's called. It's a samurai bridge thing, and there's a little crank, and when you pull it, there's a little spike that comes down, and it could kill people. So I'm assuming the ballista is going to be like, you shoot it once and you have to wait like 10 seconds to shoot it again. So if you miss one shot, you're going to have to get up and run because someone's probably going to come kill you. So there's probably going to be a, like, shoot, wait 10 seconds till you can shoot it again. Because in the campaign, if you're on a ballista, you go dunk, 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 and you can just shoot it like willy-nilly all over the place. So if that's what this is going to be, that's going to be painful. So I'm hoping it's not going to be like that. I'm hoping it's going to be like one shot, you wait a certain amount of time, and you do it again. So if so, that'd be pretty cool. And then you have the Viking village. This is another one. I'm trying to pull up. Oh yeah, okay. So this is what when I saw the video, it reminded me of in the campaign of the Vikings. Like it's like the very first level. You're in this village, and I believe that's kind of like the same thing as this. It's like an actual Viking village, snowy, and it's right by like the ocean. I believe so. It's like by the yeah, in a cove by the water. So yeah. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. I kind of hope it's gonna be like an actual like Viking village for Dominion. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off because they already have a Viking village for skirmish, and they don't have it for Dominion, but they do have it for skirmish. And so I mean, it'd be pretty cool for that. So yeah, so you have the 2 new maps, the castle and the Viking village. I'm really excited for both of them, actually. I'm really excited for both of them, but I'm just really hoping that this castle map is literally going to be inside of a castle, and you can just run around inside of a castle. It would just be amazing. New gear, really excited for that because I just want to get some new gear for Centurion. Like, the stage that I'm at for my Centurion, I'm just kind of gathering up a whole bunch of the gear and kind of stashing them away so I can just use them over. Like, I have 3 or 4 different sets of swords that I can like interchange, but I have the Imperial sword, all 3, the blade, the hilt, the guard. So I have that one. I have the satyr sword, the Aquila, the equine, the cranium. I don't think I have the cranium, never mind. But I have all the other ones, and I've just been saving them just so I can like use them and keep them and show them off. You're like, oh look, I have this sword. I don't know when I'm ever gonna use them, but I just keep them because they look cool, and I like to have all the sets. But now they're adding legendary, I'm gonna have even cooler swords. But I'm just hoping they add more to the legendary than like before, because the gear that I'm getting is just the same, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna use this for Dominion, throw it away. You know, I don't care about the gear stats, I don't care how this looks, just throw it away. So now they're adding legendary, and I get to, you know, see more stuff and get more stuff, and that's just cool to do, just to see more of the different gear that you can get. I don't know, to me it's just really cool. So yeah, and then you got the 2 new heroes coming out soon. Can't wait for Gladiator. I'm just really hoping to see what they're gonna be, you know, and that's gonna be exciting. Oh, last thing, they're changing some of the duel maps. That's the one thing that caught my attention too. A lot of the traps and duels and a lot of the things that you can throw people off, they're removing some of that. So the one of them they showed was the Viking, I can't remember if it was the Viking place or where it was. I think it was the bridge, actually. Was it? No. I can't remember what it was. But you're starting off, there's one player, and then right on the very sides of it is the they're like 2 holes basically. You can throw them off the side. They're closing that up, and that's one of the examples that they put on there. So yeah, like they said, they're removing some of the traps and things that you can use, so you actually have to fight the opponent. You can't just throw them off anymore, which is something that I'm going to love, because a lot of people, the moment they guard break you and they have a chance to throw you off, a lot of people are going to take that. I know I do. But now if you can't do that anymore, it's just going to be like, finally, you actually have to fight the other person. That's what this whole game is about, fighting the other person. So when you just throw them off the edge, that's not really fighting. That's just throwing them off the edge. But anyways, that was, I think, the entire thing of what I wanted to go over. I really just wanted to go over the 2 classes, but it just turned into me rambling on about some of the other stuff. But I think this is fun. I thought it was cool to do. I hope you all like my hat. I mean, I literally just had it over there, and I looked over, I'm like, I'm gonna go use my hat. Okay, enough of my rant. I'm gonna be done here. So thank you to whoever stuck around to watch to the end of this video. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you stick around to see the next one. See you guys later.